Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for the 2022 NBA playoffs, conference finals, game 1 between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat on Tuesday, May 17th, 2022. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, over-unders here for you today. We're going to have 2 picks, I think are great value bets for this game 1 between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are now partnered with Prize Picks, so be sure to use our code SFP or use one of our links that we have down below in the comment section or in the description for a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100 on Prize Picks. Really is a great app, guys. They specialize in player props and things of that nature. A lot of fun to use. You can put multiple picks together into an entry to win a lot of money. It really is a lot of fun to use, so encourage you to check that out. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page. It's a great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll also have a link in the comment section and in the description of that as well. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like a pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. And we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. I say it every time. We have this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and then in the description. It's a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. It's just $3.99 per month. You get a badge next to your name, some custom emojis, shout outs in our videos like you just saw. And if you become a new Straight Fire MVP, we do give like a shout out, like, hey, this guy is, yeah, you know how it goes. But anyway, be sure to check that out. Like I said, guys, great way to support the stream and what we do here at the channel. Now let's hop right into the results from the previous episode. So these are from the Game 7s on Sunday. So for our comment cappers, we had got to get the bag, calling the under 206.5 points in the Milwaukee Bucks Boston Celtics game. Was able to cash that. And then we also had Tim Kelly calling the Drew Holiday over 1.5 steals and blocks. He ends up finishing with 2. So great calls there from our comment cappers. As far as the stream results go, we went 1-2. Did not get the day started out well. We had Al Horford over 11.5 points, and he never really got it going, guys. It just was not his day. And then we also had the Milwaukee Bucks +5 spread. Looked kind of decent early. I thought the Bucks were going to really play well. You know, it was a close game there at halftime, and then they just completely folded in the second half. The Celtics took over, and they rode it to victory. Especially when Tatum picked up his 4th foul early third quarter. I thought we'd have a great chance, though, to cash that bet, and unfortunately, the wheels just fell off of the Bucks in the second half. Did not see that one coming at all, guys. But we were able to cash our late game pick of Dorian Finney-Smith under 18.5 PRAs. He ends up finishing the game with 14, I believe. So pretty easy cash there on Dorian Finney-Smith. Did have more assists and rebounds than I would have liked, but we still were able to cash fairly comfortably there on them. We're going to get after it here today, guys. We're going to get this 2-0. We're also going to have a long shot, same game parlay as well. So be sure to stay tuned for that as well here at the end of the video. But let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we are going with Jimmy Butler under 24.5 points here for the Miami Heat at -110 odds. So guys, so far Jimmy Butler is 4 out of 5 to the under at home in these NBA playoffs. So we like to see that. He was 3-0 last series to the under at home. So we love to see that, obviously. And it's not like they're drawing a better defensive matchup, right? The Celtics here, they were 1st in the NBA in defensive rating all season. The 3rd best so far in defensive rating in the playoffs. So they're a very good defensive team. We know this. And here, Jimmy Butler is a guy I like to call the adversity warrior, right? He's a guy that loves to have the odds stacked against him. He loves to go on the road. He loves the hostile crowd. He's that guy, right? He feeds off of that type of energy. Well, that's obviously not going to happen here in Miami. He's not going into Boston here in game 1. He's not going to be showing anybody really anything. I mean, he's going to want to play well, don't get me wrong. But I definitely think he could be more of a facilitator this game. I don't mind his assist look for this game, especially if Kyle Lowry doesn't play. I think that's a great look. But in this particular spot, to give you guys kind of an idea of his aggressiveness between road and home, so far at home in these playoffs, he's averaging 17.2 shot attempts at home. He's averaging 22.4 on the road. So he really takes it upon himself when he's on the road, when he's in a tough environment, like when he was in Philly, right? Particularly in Philly. Boston's the same way. When Jimmy Butler goes to Boston, you best be believing I'm going to be looking at his overs. I will be. But for right now, I do love this under look. I think this is honestly a great look here. Like I said, tough matchup here with the Celtics defense. His last series they played against the Celtics, he was 5 out of 5 to the under versus the Celtics in the playoffs in his last 5. So we'd love to see that. He's also gone under on 9 out of his last 12 meetings with the Boston Celtics as well during the regular season. So we'd love to see that. And overall in the playoffs, he has gone under in 17 of his last 25 games in the playoffs as well. So all the trends here are very solid for us. Like I said, tough matchup here for Butler. We should see a lot of Jason Tatum on him. Should be a great battle. But like I said, I think Butler's more the guy that would scare me more on the road. I think in this spot, I think you can see him pass more. I can see the role players here step up more for the Heat. So do love it there, guys, for our number 1 pick. We're going Jimmy Butler under 24.5 points here for the Miami Heat at -110 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with Jason Tatum under 3.5 threes here for the Boston Celtics at -113 odds. So guys, Tatum has hit the under here in 7 out of his last 9 versus the Miami Heat in the regular season. So we like to see that. Now, what I found very interesting, if you really dig into the stats here on this, he's averaging 6.5 3-point attempts versus the Miami Heat. Well, that is well off his average in the last 9 games, what we're talking about. But for the year, Jason Tatum averages 8.6 3-point attempts per game. So obviously that drops significantly when he plays the Heat. And we know the Heat during the season did give up a lot of threes. But in this particular case, with a guy like Tatum, you got to think about who's going to be on him. It's likely going to be Jimmy Butler, very hard-nosed defender. It could be P.J. Tucker. We're not talking about like a Duncan Robinson or one of those wing guys. But honestly, ever since they took Duncan Robinson out, this defense has also been better as well. So you also got to play that into account. But I think here, especially going in here game 1, I don't see Jason Tatum dropping 4 threes on this team. I really don't. Even though if you look at the trend so far in these playoffs, it's about 50-50. It's 5 out of 11 to this under with 3 hooks. I know it doesn't look great. Obviously, he has the ability to go off and hit a lot of threes. He could be a very good 3-point shooter. But in this particular spot, I'm going to take the more rested team. The Miami Heat are more rested here. Tatum's legs could be a little bit tired here. They just got done with a 7-game series on Sunday there. Hard-fought series with the Milwaukee Bucks. And now they also have to go travel on the road down to Miami. So you can see the Celtics come out a little bit slow. The shots be a little bit off because those, like I said, those tired legs. And Tatum has been playing heavy minutes all playoffs. He really has, obviously. And we've already seen this Heat defense play very well against primary ball handlers, right? We saw them play very well against Trae Young and James Harden. Frustrated them both. They both had very difficult series versus the Miami Heat. And I look for that to happen. I think the Heat could force the ball out of his hands. They're obviously going to want someone else to beat him. We could run a lot of doubles at him. You never fully know until we see game 1, but honestly, I could see them looking to force the ball out of Tatum's hands. And they're well aware of who this guy is. This guy late in that series dropped 46 points versus the Milwaukee Bucks. So he is definitely at the top of their list as far as guys to stop. So I do like that. Heat have played great so far defensively in these playoffs, guys. They're 2nd in defensive rating in the playoffs. We'll love to see that. And Tatum also is 4 out of his last 6 to the under in the playoffs versus the Miami Heat with 2 hooks. So in the previous series with the Heat, like I said, he went 4 out of 6 to the under, and he only cashed to the over with 4, and that was twice in that series. So like I said, I absolutely love this play. I think Tatum could score the ball. He's a talented scorer. I don't think it's all going to come from the 3-point line, though. So do love it there, guys, for our number 2 pick. We're going Jason Tatum under 3.5 threes here for the Boston Celtics at -113 odds. Okay, now taking a look at our long shot same game parlay. This will not count towards our record either way, so this is an unofficial play. This is one I'm going to play just for fun, and I do really like it. The trends here are very solid. So we're going to start with Max Strus, 6+ rebounds here for the Miami Heat. So why do I like this one so much? I don't know if you guys noticed in the last 2 games of that 76ers series, if you guys are looking at the box score, Max Strus recorded 11 rebounds and 10 rebounds in the last 2 games of that series. So that's crazy for a guard. So we'd love to see that. And this is a great matchup here with the Celtics so far in the playoffs, who are allowing the 4th most rebounds to guards in the playoffs. So I love seeing that. I think Strus here could get on the glass. Would love to see him grab 6. That would be great. And this is a great value player, getting about +235 just on this leg. Okay, now then we move down to the Miami Heat -1.5 spread. So I like the Heat here. While they're much more rested here, they're playing at home. They're 6-0 so far at home in the playoffs. Very difficult to win in Miami, especially right now. And I think, honestly, this is going to be tough sledding here for the Celtics in Game 1. Like I said, Celtics just played a very long series there with the Bucks. We went the full 7, just finished up on Sunday, traveling down to Miami. I think it's going to be a tough Game 1 for them. I really do. I think it'll still be close because the Celtics are going to compete, but I'll take the Heat here in Game 1. And then we got PJ Tucker over 1.5 threes here for the Miami Heat. He has hit this in 4 out of 6 games at home in the playoffs. This one, you are rolling the dice. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are a great defensive team. You're going to have to hope that they forget about them a couple times, which I think they will. I think the Boston Celtics are going to have their hands full with Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Max Strus, a lot of other guys that could shoot. PJ Tucker, still definitely could be an afterthought in that corner. Leave him open in the corner. He can knock down a couple threes. He could accomplish this early in the game. We'd love to see it. But I do like this play overall. I think overall it is solid value. Like I said, this is another one where we're getting about plus 200 on this play. And he's been very good to it. Now, he doesn't attempt a lot of threes per game, so when he shoots, you got to really hope he makes it, because if he doesn't, that's a huge hit to your heart, because he doesn't attempt a ton of threes. So you got to hope that he knocks them down when he shoots them. But do love it there, guys, for our long shot same game parlay. Like I said, it won't count towards a record. It is completely unofficial, but feel free to play it as you may. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Really pumped up here about the conference finals, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great basketball to watch. Unders are going to continue to be a thing here. Our unders have worked very well in the playoffs. That's been the one thing that we can rely on. Very scared to take overs right now because they just have not been hitting. But the unders have been very good, and I think it's going to continue to be that way, particularly in this series. You got 2 great defensive teams. Really, all 4 of these teams that we have in the conference finals are great defensive teams. And so, honestly, I'm looking for a lot of unders. Be very selective with your overs. I think if you find the right plays, especially with rebounds on overs, I think it's a good look. You're going to see a lot of misses. So you should still see a lot of rebounds in particular spots. We can see that. We were seeing guys like Giannis last series grabbing 20 boards a game, just about felt like. I believe in the last game, he grabbed about 20, or it might have been the one before. But anyway, I saw Giannis grabbing like 18 to 20 at least a couple of games last series. So you get the idea. Those rebounds flying around, but not as many points. Points are getting hard to come by. So that's why, obviously, I like to take unders here on our props. So wish you guys all the best of luck. Let's cash in today. Let me know what you guys are playing in the comment section. Check out all of our social media links. If you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, you guys can also check out that link as well. Check out our Prize Picks link. And the last thing I was going to say, you can also check out our website, straightfirepicks.com as well, if you guys are ever interested in merchandise. Okay, other than that, it's going to do it for me. Oh, we will also likely have a baseball video out in the morning. I'm releasing this here at nighttime, a little bit after 10, hopefully. So we should also have a baseball video out bright and early in the morning. I'm hoping for around 7:30, 8 o'clock. It should be 7:30. That's normally my upload time. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for me. Have a great rest of your night. Let's cash in today, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.